Yeah. Every podcast starts off like that. All right, everyone. Welcome back to the Midnight Mission podcast. Thank you for our 2 listeners that are listening to us
It's
right
actually
now.
4.
4?
We have 4.
God dang it. We went up. We doubled. Thank you, guys. Appreciate y'all.
4.
Faithful. Loyal. I love it. Today's podcast. We don't know what we're going to talk about. So it's going to be a random one.
It'll
probably be all over the place.
It's a little bit of everything.
Yeah, we've been sitting, like 15, 20 minutes trying to figure out what we're going to talk about.
Yeah. You kind of...
And I feel like I said in the last podcast what we were going to talk about, but I just can't remember. And just go back and listen to it.
And then let us know.
That one was long.
Let us know.
Yeah. Do we have comments? I don't think
we technically we don't receive any of them.
Oh, okay.
I mean, because of the platform we use. It was on Spotify. You can't be like, you guys suck.
Oh.
You only leave a like or you don't leave a like.
I don't check the stats. We have a Patreon?
We have a Patreon.
Our 4 followers. Go check out our Patreon. Where can they find us, Ricardo?
At Patreon.com, Midnight Mission Podcast.
/
Midnight Mission Podcast. It's
There we
also
go.
on our RSS network.
Nice. I didn't know that.
It's on our donate. You can hit donate and it'll lead you to the
Donate.
Patreon.
So we can get better equipment.
That is also
so you
true.
can hear us ramble.
Ramble and damble.
Thank you for listeners. So what were we talking about earlier before we started the podcast? We were just talking about random stuff.
We were talking about random stuff.
Like the writer strike and Kamen Rider and
I mean, I don't know if you watch it, but you know One Piece, right?
I know of it.
Yeah. One of the equivalent of like Ultra Instinct Goku is gonna come out for One Piece in 2 weeks as well. And it's everybody's getting hyped as it.
That means absolutely nothing to me.
Damn, I don't know. I was
just because I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, no, but you know how when everybody was overhyped for because when Ultra Instinct was released, it broke records.
What do you mean, like the TV show? Or?
Yeah, on Super during the Tournament of Power when that one episode came out that we see Ultra Instinct for the first time. That thing broke records. Everybody was doing the live streaming for it.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because I mean. It's
a new form, and people.
It was that, but it's one of the issues is they make the manga first, so everybody knew that it was coming. But it's always cool to see it
cartoon,
animated, bring to life.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Animated. I was about to say
funny
cartoon,
you say cartoon
live action
because this one is supposed to be cartoonish.
Oh, okay.
Because of its ability.
The One Piece one.
The One Piece one. The One Piece one. I mean, I guess spoilers. I mean. If you don't know what's going on, then it's your fault. Because One Piece is 2,000 episodes in.
All right, our 4 listeners. Spoiler warning.
It's 4. Gear 5 is coming out in
You know what? We should make T-shirts that no one's going to buy that says 4 listeners. 4 followers.
The OG 4?
Uh-huh. Whoever you are, thank you, guys.
Gear 5 is coming out, which is sort of a cartoonish transformation. Where it's he's very cartoonish, his abilities.
Oh, you're still talking about One Piece?
I'm talking about One Piece,
okay.
Yeah.
I heard Gear 5, and I was like, the video game?
No, that's what the ability's called.
Oh.
That's what the Luffy's transformation's called. They're called Gear, so it's Gear 1, 2, 3.
Oh, Luffy, he's the one with the hat. He stretches, right?
Rubber Man.
Okay, yeah.
So basically,
they're fantastic. Mr. Fantastic.
Well, technically, it's not even a rubber fruit. It's the Nika Nika fruit.
As we say in Spanish, me quedé igual. I don't know what you're talking about.
But you know how he has the rubber ability, he stretches, he's a Mr.
I didn't know
Fantastic.
it was a rubber ability.
Well, I mean that's what
it's called.
No, because the fruit that he eats is called a gum fruit.
So it's a fruit that gives him his power.
Yeah. So
his abilities.
So in the One Piece lore, I guess canon, there are these fruits called devil fruits that people eat.
Of course they're called devil fruits.
And they're called the Nico Nico no Mi whatever fruit, and they give you an ability. Some abilities are transformational, like elementals, where you become ice. You control ice.
So can anyone eat a fruit?
Anybody can eat a fruit, yeah.
So anyone can have his ability?
Yes. No, but there's only one fruit at a time.
What you mean?
So, if I were to eat, that fruit, you can't have that ability until I die.
So once you die, the fruit grows again?
Yeah.
Oh.
But only one person can have a fruit.
So how do you get the fruit?
He ate it. Yeah, he ate it, but how did he?
obtain it?
one of the pirates, I guess the pirate who started his whole life journey, actually takes it away from the government.
The government had it.
The government had it.
Yo, this is so weird.
It's like when the story for it's we know how it starts, and then with recently we're getting like back like flashbacks. Like, oh, why did he have the fruit? Oh yeah, because he stole it from the government. Because the government was keeping that fruit. Because it turns out that fruit is actually the Nika Nika fruit, which is like the sun god Nika from their universe. And it gives him, it has more, its ability isn't rubber, it's like joy. That's why he can like stretch himself out and do that. So for this new fight, he's gonna do like, it's gonna be very Tom and Jerry, like Looney Tunes.
That just sounds so weird to me.
I mean, it's funny because all you see is like, also they're also working with Warner Brothers
To distribute in the U.S.
to animate for licensing. Because so like I said, the ability's like cartoonish, so it's very like Tom and Jerry, like where their eyes pop out, like Toon Force.
Oh, so they're partnering with WB for. Okay, I get it.
To get licensing and audio effects, like.
That's cool.
Because it's all like cartoonish, like his eyes are gonna pop out.
Yeah. Sorry, I keep like, looking at the Bumblebee figure. It looks so good.
The bee.
Because it pops. Because it's all yellow and against the black. Bee. Anyway, sorry, continue.
But yeah, that episode's about to come out like in 2 weeks, I think.
Well, there you go. One Piece fans.
That's one thing. One Piece fans.
You know, of our 4 listeners, if you're a One Piece fan,
like One Piece, the One Piece is real.
There's something out there that's coming for you.
Yeah. And
you're looking forward to it, I guess.
You should watch One Piece. It's only like 2,000 episodes, bro.
Pass. It's way too many
episodes. It's only like 18 days if you watch it all day.
Yo, if it's 2,000 episodes, then that means the animation on some of the episodes are not great.
Yeah, that's the beginning of this show.
We've talked about this before, I feel like.
Yeah.
It sounds very familiar.
I mean, we talked about it a little bit, but yeah, there are like...
When did One Piece premiere? The like, animated show?
Like 2000 something.
Damn, did they release like an episode every day? A new one every day or something?
It's yeah. No, not every day, but every week.
Like one every week?
Uh-huh.
Come on, man. When did this start? I'm gonna look it up.
It either has 1,000 or 2,000 episodes. So it's not a lot.
One Piece. No, not the manga. Oh, boy! It released 1999. No wonder it has so many episodes.
Yeah, but they went on hiatus so many times.
Yeah, though, but it's like it has 20 seasons, man.
Yeah.
That's why it has so many.
Yeah, but it's the animation you could definitely.
I mean, it didn't really go on hiatus.
Oh yeah, no, it did for Wano. It did.
No, and season 1 was from 98 to 2001. Season 2 was season 2.
Wano had
and season 3 was from 2001 to 2000. Middle of December of 2001, and season 4 went from middle of December 2001 to 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14. It took a hiatus during 2015.
Yeah.
That's it. It came back in 16, 17. It went on hiatus for 18, came back in 19.
Yeah. Typically, and I think we're
and
about to
it's still going since 2019. Season 20.
Yeah. Wano, the land of Wano. Where they're samurai.
And it's the same voice actors like the entire 20 seasons?
Yeah.
That's a long time.
They also One Piece. They're making a live action. Netflix is producing it.
I don't like. I saw that.
Yeah.
Saw that on Instagram. I don't think it's going to be successful because what's the there was another one that they canceled after the first or second season. Live action.
Death Note?
Was it that one?
I think so, but Death Note was ass.
No, it was another one. Something Alchemist.
Oh, Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't animate that one. You can't make that into live action. The way the story is, you can't. It's weird.
Yeah, only
Full Metal Alchemist.
Full
Metal Alchemist.
It was one that was on
Full Metal Alchemist.
That was on Netflix.
Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist.
And it starred
two
John
brothers.
Cho.
Two brothers.
What is the name of that?
Full Metal Alchemist.
Was it? No, Cowboy Bebop.
Oh,
That's what it is.
that's what you're talking about.
Yeah. Cowboy. I only had
Yeah, but Cowboy
one
Bebop look
season, I
weird.
think.
Yeah, they didn't do a good job on that
I
one.
only had 10 episodes.
Yeah, but so One Piece will have its obviously it has its own characters. Well, I mean it has its own. There's new voices, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the Japan dub, the original One Piece crew is dubbing it.
Oh, okay.
So it's not gonna. It's gonna sound the same in Japanese. Like
So in the U.S., do we have all of the episodes dubbed already or no?
no.
Up to what season is it?
I don't even remember. It's like it's too far back.
Oh.
Like all right now, if you want to watch like everything, it's only subbed. Because everything like
That takes me out of it.
you don't want to read, bruh?
No. That's what books are for.
Damn, bro. You ain't gonna say
Am I
like
wrong?
that. No, it's called audiobook, bruh. I'm a visual learner, bruh. I gotta see the when it says clang, I gotta see the sword hit each other.
Yeah, but that's not an audio book. You can't see
I
it.
said I'm a visual learner.
Yeah, that's with
Bro.
your eyeballs. You
Bro,
audiobooks, you listen with
This
your
is
ears.
why you're in the 15th grade. This is why you're in the 15th grade.
If everyone could just see my face when you said, "Yeah, I'm a visual learner," I'm looked at you like, "Yeah, but it's audio."
Yeah. This is why you're in the 15th grade, bruh. You're going back. You're
Wow.
going way back.
Anyway, cool. One Piece, new season episode or
New
whatever's
season
coming out
and
with
a live action. should be
live
coming
action
out.
show. All right, sounds like fun. Let's talk about the. I do not want to talk about the writer and actor strike because I don't know too much about it.
Yeah.
But let's talk a little bit about what the CEO of Disney, Bob Iger, said about having too much Star Wars and Marvel content.
Mm-hmm.
I found his comments interesting because I feel like you and I have spoken about this on the podcast before.
Yeah.
At least at the very beginning when we were like, there's so much stuff coming out. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up. And he essentially said that, paraphrasing, of course, that Star Wars and Marvel have released too much and has diluted the product. Do you agree or disagree?
Too much Star Wars? I don't think so.
Maybe he was just referring to Marvel.
I don't, but I feel like that's what's keeping them alive. Disney Plus.
Yeah, but do you agree with the comment of there being too much content? Let's in
Like
this case, let's specifically talk
like
about
just Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
And the reason is that I don't know. Maybe it's the way they roll everything out
Mm-hmm.
in terms of like nothing's being released simultaneously. Like
Right. But everything's like one behind the other. Bang, 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 bang.
and I don't mind that because it keeps me
Sort of.
It's either that or it's like a couple weeks.
It's like it alternates with Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
they
I
don't
don't mind
compete
that.
with each other, I feel
And
like.
yeah, and that I feel like that works
Mhm.
because if let's say Marvel only did Moon Knight and Miss Marvel.
Mm-hmm. I would have been happy. I'll be honest. I would have been content. You know why? Because those are new characters.
Yeah,
We've already seen Loki.
yeah,
We've already seen Hawkeye.
yeah.
I mean, we've seen Sam Wilson, not as Captain America,
Mhm.
but we've seen him, you know what I mean? We've already seen Wanda. We've already seen Vision. So for me, Moon Knight, new character, live action, Miss Marvel, new. Like, I was good with those.
what if the instead of those shows like Loki, WandaVision, what if they were new characters? Would you still be okay with that?
This is how what I feel.
Mm-hmm.
I am like 60-40 on what he said.
Mm-hmm.
60% agree with him because I do think that there has been a lot of Marvel.
Mm.
And if you notice, and I always come back to this as an example,
Yeah.
Thor Love and Thunder.
Amazing movie. Yeah,
It was not a great movie.
it was a great movie.
Maybe it had a good soundtrack, but
it had a
the
good
movie
movie.
itself was not good. I feel like it could have been better. I just feel like there was just too much of it. I think Marvel was at its best when it was releasing 1 or 2, maybe 3 movies a year.
Mm.
That's when their stuff was like really good because you like were just looking forward to it, and I feel like if you leave people wanting more,
Mhm.
it's better than giving them too much. Think about when you eat something, right? It's like
Mhm.
if the meal is like, if you go to a high end restaurant, the portions are much smaller, right? But what they give you is amazing.
Mhm.
But if you go to like McDonald's, you can get like damn near a feast for what you might pay at a high end restaurant, but you might feel like crap afterwards, and it's just not as good. So I feel like too much of something is not always good. So I feel like if they scale back
Mhm.
and improve and increase their, not only their production quality but their writing, it'll go back to like feeling like phase 1, phase 2
Yeah.
Marvel.
I thought you were just only talking about like Disney Plus shows.
No, I mean like in general.
In general,
I think he
yeah.
was referring to not just movies but
Mhm.
the shows as well.
Because I do agree with that point where I wouldn't mind new content, but if it was new,
Mm-hmm.
like if it was like new X-Men,
Mm-hmm.
like something we haven't seen, new Fantastic Four,
Mm-hmm.
so our characters, side characters that we've have no live action for,
Yeah, like Moon Knight
and Miss Marvel.
Ms. Marvel.
I would have been okay if those were changed instead of like WandaVision,
Mhm.
like characters that have already been established.
Right.
Then I would have. I'm not saying cancel those shows, but maybe push it towards the end
Mm-hmm.
of like that fiscal year. Like we don't really need a new Loki show.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. We
Mhm.
don't. I don't think we need. I mean, I know people. They're
It's a good
huge
show.
Loki fans, and
Yeah.
they like. I want a Moon Knight season 2. You and I have talked about
Yeah.
this on the podcast and like
The
offline.
podcast is named
You know,
after Moon Knight.
so it's like
literally.
I would love a Moon Knight
I would definitely love it.
season 2, but I don't. I don't need a Loki season 2.
Yeah.
Like okay, so kind of yes and no because it ended like on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
So I need like a conclusion.
Yeah.
But if it didn't need to end on a cliffhanger.
Or like WandaVision. I didn't really care. That
I
was
didn't really need
at
it.
the end of the Doctor Strange movie. It kind of seems pointless for WandaVision. It kind of like defeats the whole purpose of that show.
Not really, because it's kind of like it's like a bridge to see how she got there. Because I see why they did it. Because if like she's the villain of Doctor Strange,
Mhm.
you're gonna be like, how the hell did that happen? When did that happen? Why did
I
she
mean,
become
but
like that?
you can
So
kind
you
of
know what I
see
mean?
it, but
But they could have done a quick backstory and
yeah,
built
that's
it.
what I'm saying.
You know
like
what I
a
mean?
quick
And it's
thing.
like, oh, because of what happened with Vision, and she went into this
But
depression
even
or whatever.
still, but
you
like,
know?
because she goes through like the stages of grief in WandaVision.
Yeah.
So at the end, she's.
I mean, I think it was
technically
good
over
character development.
Yeah, but the ending. I mean, story wise, it
Mhm.
kind of felt pointless. Where you're gonna showcase like the whole point of
Yeah,
it.
you know which one I think we didn't need, even though I enjoyed it?
Uh-huh.
Hawkeye.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think we needed it.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I introduced the character of Kate Bishop, but they could have introduced her in the movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or even in like
Freaking Spider-Man was introduced. I mean, we all know Spider-Man, but Spider-Man in
in
the
Captain
MCU
in
was
Civil
introduced
War.
quickly in Civil War, and then yeah, he had his own spin-off movies.
Yeah.
You know, 3 of them, but he was introduced in those movies.
Hmm.
Hawkeye himself was introduced in what? Thor, the first Thor movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Clint Barton's character. You
Yeah.
know, so it's like they
Because he
don't really need it.
kills Thor in the alternate.
You know, so it's like, go ahead, put it back on. I'll just mute it. So I kind of agree with him, but then at the same time, the 40% of me
Mhm.
is like, what the hell would I watch during the pandemic?
That's what I was. That's the part I was gonna say. Like,
You know what I mean? Because all that stuff came out during the pandemic, essentially.
yeah. Because if it wasn't like in just solely Disney Plus,
Mm-hmm.
if Disney Plus wasn't producing as that many shows as like with both Star Wars and Marvel, I think I would have canceled it after like the first month or so.
I know they needed that to get Disney Plus started.
Yeah, because
That was the draw. I
Mhm.
get that. But I do think it was a double-edged sword.
yeah.
Because remember, I think in the last podcast I said it, and I think even said it like in a group chat with
Mhm.
some of my other buddies. I'm like, I'm marveled out.
You've said that, yeah.
Like and I'm not the biggest DC fan,
Mhm.
but like I want more DC because I'm just kind of like I need to take a break from Marvel. That's why I haven't watched Secret Invasion.
I haven't watched it.
Like I saw the first episode,
Yeah.
like the first 20 minutes, and I was like, it's not that it's I think it's a bad show. I just was not interested.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll come back to it and watch it, but I literally just saw the ending of the first or second episode. I don't know, and just because I saw on Instagram like what happened, I was like, oh, I want to see what happened, and I was like, oh, that was it. Oh, damn, that's a bummer. But that's it, and that was cool. I was fine, but like I do think that there has been too much Marvel, and I feel like they need to scale back and focus on like the main quality and the main characters.
Yeah.
Like sometimes, like us as fans, we're like fickle.
I want it now. I want it.
Not only that, but it was like, man, I wish I knew more about this.
Yeah.
And then they'll kind of give us it a little bit, and then now I'm like, I kind of don't want it anymore. But I think they just need to be strategic on how they do it. I felt like they were just pumping content out because of Disney Plus. And don't get me wrong, I love Disney Plus. Disney Plus, I'm not ashamed to say it. We discovered Bluey on Disney Plus, and my kids love it, and I freaking love it. You know what I mean? I was so hyped when season 3 came out, and we watched all the episodes. I mean, they're only like 8 minutes long, but you know,
bingo.
I appreciate Disney Plus for that. But
is it dad or mom first? I can't remember.
it's mom, then dad, and then bingo, and then Blue.
I did it the reverse. That's how much I know about Blue. I only know the funny memes.
We're not talking about Bluey. I just brought it up, use it as an example of why I appreciate Disney Plus. But
nah, it's okay. We go to this is a Bluey episode now.
It's really not. This episode of Bluey is called The Podcast. If you know, you know. But no. So I kind of agree with his comments. I feel like if you go back, and I think I kind of referenced this earlier in the conversation. Phase 1 and Phase 2 of the MCU, just even the effects look so much better. Like, think about Captain America: Civil War in the airport. I swear we said this in the last podcast. We did. Like, I really thought they cleared out an airport and like rented the airport for like a day to film that. Turns out they didn't, and I'm like, damn. And if you go back and look at the first Iron Man movie, that one scene when he's suiting up in the Mark II, amazing. Even though, yes, there was a practical suit in that shot, but they overlayered it and recreated a CGI suit for all the moving flaps and all that stuff, and it just looked amazing. You're not going to see anything like that in Phase 4 or Phase 5 of Marvel. I mean, I don't think so. Like, I'm not saying that the effects have been crap. They've been pretty good, but there have been some effects that I'm like, they could have done that a little better. I mean, it's not as bad as The Flash, but
microwave baby.
Wow.
I'm not saying they should use real babies, but like, just don't.
Just don't do that. Just do something else.
Just don't. Yeah, make it just regular kid actors or something like.
Or just don't have kids and have him save some
nurses
adults or something. You know what I mean? But anyway, this is not about the Flash.
He's gonna reset the timeline again, bro.
I do hope that they scale back on Marvel stuff and focus on providing better writing, quality over quantity. Yeah. Now, in regards to Star Wars, I feel like they've been pumping out shows and series instead of movies. We haven't had a movie since Episode 9. And a lot of people don't like. So in the Star Wars community, there's this like huge divide. And it's like you have your George Lucas loyalists. And
separatists.
And then you have your newer Star Wars fans that...
The New Republic.
That are like, oh, I don't mind the sequel trilogy. You know what I mean? I fall in like the middle.
Yeah.
In that. And it's like, the sequel trilogy was not the greatest. And there were things I was like, why did they do that? Why did they bring Palpatine back? They didn't need him. Like, you know what I mean? And just small things. Like, I was watching a podcast earlier this week and they were talking about figures. And they were like, why didn't they come up with new ships? It's 30 years after Return of the Jedi and you're using the same technology. You're using the same TIE fighters. You're using the same X-Wings. You're using the same...
They couldn't make a new wing.
You know, they couldn't make a new... Like, they had to bring back the Millennium Falcon. Everyone loves the Millennium Falcon, but I would have loved to see a new ship. And I do love Andor about that because Luthen, he had that badass ship with those laser beams or lightsabers, as some people were calling it. Like, that's cool. You know what I mean? And I hadn't thought about that, and I'm like, it's true. They were using the same tech, and he used like real life, like 30 years ago. The cars from 30 years ago
don't match the same.
They're not the same. Technology advances. You know what I mean? It's like you couldn't have cooler ships. You know what I mean? It's just little things like that.
I see what you mean.
And like people don't like how the OG characters were treated. They essentially were all killed off. Leia was killed off. I mean,
but hers was like because
she's passed away. I get it.
She passed away. Yeah.
But then, they didn't have to kill off Luke. I get that Harrison Ford didn't want to do any more Star Wars stuff. So I don't know if this is confirmed or not, but it's rumors that he was like kill the character off, and they were like, okay. So a lot of people don't feel like the OG characters were treated with respect, which I understand. And then you never see them back together in one scene. In the sequel trilogies, like you never see like the gang back together, and it's like, oh damn, that's true. You don't see them back together, and so I get that the sequel trilogies are not loved by a lot of people, and I feel like Mando saved Star Wars, and that's because of Disney Plus. I feel like Mando was what brought me back into Star Wars. Like, yeah, I saw the sequel trilogies. But Mando's what got me back into it. Like, I collect Hot Toy figures of the Mandoverse. You know what I mean?
So I can't stop listening. Is that what you heard?
That's what people are saying about our podcast.
Yeah.
They don't know what they're talking about.
That's some hot garbage. But I can't stop listening.
But I feel like the Star Wars content has not been that great. I feel like there are more misses than hits. Mando season 1 and 2, hit. Mando season 3, not so much. Boba Fett, not so much.
I think
Kenobi,
season 3 was okay.
Of Mando? It could have been so much better.
It could have been better, but it was okay.
The thing is, meh. It shouldn't. But that's the thing. It should have been. Good. It shouldn't have been just okay. We waited like 2 years for it. Hyped, and I'm like, this is what we got. Okay, it was good, but I'm not like, this is how backflip. This is how it ends. Like, with him on a plot of land. Cool, I guess.
Days not finished.
And Kenobi was good.
Kenobi was meh. It was very like.
I think what got me about Kenobi was the fight between Vader and Kenobi. That was like my favorite part. Like that's like what I've gone back to watch the most out of the whole series. Somebody's tired.
I was a little tired, man.
And then Book of Boba Fett. Like, come on, we cracked on Book of Boba Fett in the podcast, especially with the dude with the spin and the shooting and the Power Rangers jokes. And
the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I was just waiting for the little bikes. Megazord.
My goodness. I mean, and then what else has been out for Star Wars? Andor was okay.
Bad Batch was good. Bad Batch was good.
I don't count Bad Batch because it's animated. I'm talking about the live action stuff.
Live action.
Season 7 of Clone Wars was amazing.
That's what I'm saying. Like
that was good. So that's
the
another
animated
thing.
stuff has been really good. I think. Like Bad Batch season 1 and season 2.
Season 2 ended, man. I was like, no.
I was just like,
not tech.
Where's season 3 at? Where's season 3 at?
Yeah, no, I get you. And Tales of the Jedi wasn't bad.
Tales of the Jedi wasn't bad.
Visions was okay.
Visions
season 1 and 2 were okay. They weren't that great.
I like Visions season 2.
I like it better than season 1, but
it was very. I mean, even like apart from its like separation of like how Visions is just like
not
a
canon.
one.
Yeah, it's just
it's not canon. It's just one offs. And each one is like animated different by different studios, different creators. I think
that idea and that concept is interesting.
I love that idea because you can see everyone's take on it. Like, we want to,
which is cool. Which is cool.
Let's do something family friendly.
But because it's not directly connected to the Star Wars canon, I don't count it.
Yeah, but still, like,
you know what I mean. Yeah. It just is content, but I don't count it as
they can make it. I mean, they could take the opportunity, like for example, the Ronin, to make him canon. If the Ronin became canon and they gave him his own show,
so a lot of Star Wars fans feel like after Disney bought Star Wars, their goal was to, for lack of a better word, kill off the original team.
I thought you were going to say make money.
Well, yeah, of course, they make money. but to create their own
Star Wars
characters and their own Star Wars, and that's like what they've been trying to push.
Jar Jar Binks.
But that's not Disney though.
Jar Jar Binks' son, Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar Binks, you're funny.
Ha ha ha. Yeah, you see what I did there? That's for all our Spanish listeners out there. See what I did?
That's. I wonder if any of our 4
followers speak Spanish, or
let us know in the non-existent comment section. Coming soon to YouTube.
Yeah, we're working on that.
Mm-hmm,
Then you can write all your angry letters there.
Which I probably won't read.
I'm gonna read them. I'm gonna respond.
Yeah, you're not the right person to respond for sure. Anyway, I don't know. I feel
I mean, yeah.
I appreciate the content. It's just they should do better.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of things push you out of it. You're like, man, this is hot garbage.
I mean, I wouldn't say hot garbage, but
no, but it kind of pushes you away. Like right now, like nothing against Secret Invasion. Like I like Secret Invasion. I know what happens because I've read this. I've read the comics, right?
Yeah, but like sometimes it just has nothing to do with it.
But that's one thing that I don't like. Was like you're using the name, the gimmick of what this event is called, and not following it.
But see, I don't mind that. The reason why is because, all right, let's say you're a director, right? And you're given the task to...
You know what my script is going to be?
Hold on. You're given the task to adapt a comic book storyline to live action. As a creator, you're going to want to add your own spin to it. You're not going to want to copy and paste what someone else did to live action. You want to add it. You want to add your own DNA to it.
Yeah.
So you're not going to copy.
But it wouldn't be like
and paste it. You know what I mean? You're gonna add your own spin to it.
I mean, I think I would. I ain't gonna lie about that. I think
but then,
I would.
like,
but it wouldn't be like, for example.
Like, I get why you say it. You know, like, this is good. This clearly works. Just turn it into live action. I get it. But I do see how some directors are like, I don't want to do that. I want to add my own spin to it. They want to add their own changes.
They could change who the bad guy is, or like
not the bad guy. But if they do that, then someone else is gonna be like, that wasn't the original. You know, so it's fine. Like
it's either they get what they want or I get what I want. I guess. There's no in between. Because I see what you mean. Like
some people, like I love Civil War the movie, but people weren't happy about it because it was nothing like the comic books.
I mean, but they couldn't though.
But it fit the MCU.
That's what.
That's what people need to understand, that the MCU is its own universe. It's not the same as the comic book stuff.
See, I agree with that. But the main focus is still the same in both Civil Wars.
This is the way I think of it. They're doing this whole multiverse thing, right? The comic book stuff, it's its own universe. The MCU, it's its own universe. Not everything is going to be the same. Some things may be parallel, but they're still going to have differences. So in the MCU, their Civil War, they have a Civil War in between the heroes and the Avengers, but the reason behind it is different from the one from the comics. And I don't mind that. You know what I mean? That's the way I see it.
And it works well because, for example, in both Civil Wars, it's always Cap and Iron Man. Both of them.
So something they keep the
same thing.
Similarities.
And it was actually very similar to the issue about the what's it called? The Sokovia Accord. It's how they were.
Right, but in the comic books, it was a different reason to.
It was similar though, but like that's the same kind of like in the comics. It was they wanted everybody.
The Superhero Registration Act for the superheroes to
unmask and work under Shield.
Yeah. Which is different from
the
Sokovia Accords. So like there's
similar.
differences, but there's similarities.
And I prefer similarities that are closer than
I get that.
Similarities that are like
to the original content.
Where
or the original material.
Yeah. But I'm not saying go differently. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess Civil War wouldn't work as well if it was Wanda leading the charge.
Right.
Like, if it was Wanda against Iron Man, I don't think it would work. Like, I get it because it's her whole thing. Like, that's what everybody's fighting for. And that's why she's a part of it. But it's like, it doesn't work with that. Or let's say Wanda versus Black Panther. Because they're both on opposite sides.
Yeah. And there's a Civil War, too.
Yeah, but that's like Iron Man versus Captain Marvel, and that failed because of Captain Marvel. Well, that one was more of an ethical question, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, if you could stop the crime, is the person still a criminal? Like,
It's like the Khonshu stuff,
yeah,
similar to the Moon Knight.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where she's like, if you have the power to erase, if you could judge people before they do the action, are they still criminals?
Nope. Because
Because that's what Civil War 2 is. They have a mutant that can like see the future and all that stuff. And
I read that one actually.
yeah, and he's just like, that guy. He's gonna go rob the kitty cat.
Mm-hmm. And like one of the issues was with Miles and
Yeah,
who'd he kill?
I think one of the villains by mistake.
Oh, was it Captain America that he killed? Back.
Something I don't.
Oh, something like that. I don't
It's,
remember.
but
It was
yeah,
a
that's
while
what I'm saying. It's like it's something like, it's like an ethical question. Like,
Yeah,
do you get rid of them
Mm-hmm.
even though they haven't committed the crime yet?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Like, oh, yes, it prevents the crime, but like, they're not guilty yet.
Right. I don't know.
Speaking of ethical questions, you know who else has an ethical question? Kamen Rider has an ethical question.
Well, you really found a way to put that in.
Yeah.
Well, let's wrap this up then. Let's wrap the... So, do you think... What's your final answer? Do you think they should scale back on Marvel
I think they should
content?
scale back. I think on
I agree.
everything. On both its visual media,
Mm-hmm.
like movies, TVs, they should definitely scale back. And maybe start pushing more on other sides of the company, like their video games.
Oh.
Because that is just money for them.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm going to buy
They
the
need
game.
to find balance.
That's what they need. But I want a game that works.
Yeah, they need to...
Stop letting EA make the games. That's all I want. Stop letting them make the games. They don't make good games.
That might be personal preference.
The game doesn't work on day one. I can't. If I buy the game and it doesn't work on day one, there's an issue.
What game are you referring to specifically?
Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
I still have not bought that game.
If I buy the game
Just because of that,
when it
like-
comes out and I press play, it better play. I don't need to wait 2 days for the hot patch to be released for me to play the game 2 days after it's
Wait, is
released.
it better to play now though? Because
It's
I
a
remember
little bit
saying I was gonna
better.
wait till the summer.
It's a little bit better now. I gotta check because I don't
You
want
haven't
to check
played
the thing. No, because I'm just like, if I
I'm gonna.
are there gonna be bugs in this game? Is the game gonna work? I gotta read all the patch notes. I gotta see what's on the latest
I'm gonna
one.
have to look it up.
Because that's EA. EA is notorious for doing this for any game. So
I'm aware. All right, Kamen Rider.
Kamen Rider. Ethical questions.
I know nothing of Kamen Rider
So I mean,
except that Masked Rider was like a version of Kamen Rider.
did you know that they made a Masked Rider movie or one of the episodes?
What are you talking about?
Like the Saban one. Like the Saban included every Kamen Rider from the Showa era in one episode, in a movie sort of type of thing.
When?
It popped up on my feed and I was actually watching it.
Wait, when did they do that?
This is old. Like this is back then. I don't remember which episode.
Like 90s?
Yeah.
Google
I
right
have it
now.
on. I've been.
I believe you. I'm not
I've
calling
been
you a liar.
seeing the
Masked Rider movie.
It's either a special or a movie, but all the previous writers are in that episode, and they're like,
I specifically had to put America.
what is it called? It's dubbed because they speak Japanese, and it's like,
Oh, but so it wasn't done by Saban then?
no, yeah,
Oh, I
But-
thought you said it was done by Saban.
no. It was the Saban made it.
Oh.
It was just like because you know how it's Japanese, right? Like all
Mhm.
the Kamen Riders are all Japanese, so
Mhm.
they subbed them in English. It's like I'm Kamen Rider 1, 2, V3 Rider Man, and they did a bad one because Rider Man is the only Kamen Rider who doesn't have like a full face mask. You can still see his lips.
Wait, sorry. I'm reading the description of the Masked Rider movie. Masked Rider the First.
Mhm.
A locust human hybrid seeks vengeance against the organization
See?
that destroyed his life. Get out of here. When did that come out? Because this one was from 2005. The one I'm reading.
No, this is old. This is like
No, but the movie.
I can't remember
That's funny.
because I think the one that's cursed is the Kamen Rider Stronger Man. Because
Oh, what the hell
it's
are you
just
talking about?
Stronger. His name is just Stronger. It's not Stronger Man. That's my own. Because they had to get everybody's name right except for his.
What's his name?
It's just Stronger. Kamen Rider Stronger.
And in the U.S.,
It's Kamen Rider Stronger Man.
For the dub version.
Yes, everybody has their name right. 1, 2, V3, X3.
Why do you do that?
I don't know. That's the one thing that bugs me. It's like, yeah, they have Z cross. Even the way they pronounce it, like cross. Like everything's right except for Stronger, and it makes me
So
angry.
Dumb. All right, let's talk about this Kamen Rider movie.
But there's a new Kamen Rider.
It's the movie or the show?
So it's a show. It's a movie that's coming out. It's been already released in Japan, but we're finally getting. It was released like for one night, and it made me angry because I wasn't able to go.
But you said it's coming in.
It's coming on Amazon Prime on July 21st.
Dubbed or subbed?
Sub. You gotta watch it, bro. You gotta. It's good.
I don't want to watch it.
Nah, you gonna watch it. I watched Star Trek. You gotta watch it, bro.
Star Trek was dope though.
Yeah, but I was.
No, you didn't. You like Picard. We have proof that you said you liked it. We have audio proof that you liked it and that you like Lower Decks.
Yeah, because Lower Decks is funny. That makes sense.
Then, so the ones that I've suggested to you to watch, you liked.
You told me to watch Strange New Worlds, and everybody's saying that one's trash. I read the comments.
No,
I read the comments.
So
No. See.
So it's the people like the Star Trek loyalists, like people who are like super Star Trek fans don't like it. But I enjoy the show.
Are they like
I
the
don't
captains of the Starfleet nerdom fandom?
Okay, sure. If you want to call them that, they're the admirals.
They're the admirals. I don't know. I'm only an
watch Strange New Worlds, man. It's good.
I'm only an ensign. I can't go against my superior orders.
You're even cracking jokes. Like,
I get that because I watch it Lower Decks. Because Lower Decks made it funny. I was like, oh, this.
Anyway, Kamen Rider? What's the name of a Kamen Rider? What?
So the full movie's called Shin Kamen Rider.
Oh, there we go.
So
Shin Kamen Rider.
The reason
U.S. release.
It's part of a. That's when it came out, like the Japanese. It came in on theaters.
I should do Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime.
So Shin, the reason Shin is sort of an important thing because Shin has been making.
This is the movie that 3-0 is making the figures from.
Yes, it is a reboot based off Kamen Rider Ichigo and Ningo 1 and 2.
Okay, I don't know what you just said. But
That's what the numbers are. Ichigo and Ningo is number 1 and number 2.
Oh, it's 2 hours.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Man, I can watch this one right now probably. We should watch it after.
I mean, we can find it. Yeah.
Oh wait, let me see.
But a little backstory thing. You sent me the photos and I did talk about it. The Shin Universe mech thingy, that's Godzilla, Shin Kamen Rider, Ultraman, and Shin. How the fuck do you pronounce this? Evangelion.
Oh, that weird thing that I sent you. I was like, what the hell?
That Megazord. Yeah, they're all part of this.
The same universe, apparently.
They don't want to admit it, but it's like, yeah, we know.
So Kamen Rider and Godzilla share the same universe.
Yeah, well, the Shin and these variations of them do.
That's weird.
I mean, Kamen Rider shares the same universe with Super Sentai. They run into each other, and he's like, "What are you doing here?" And like, "No." And then they have like the big Megazord, and he just kicks the Megazord down. He's like, "Yeah, I don't need that. Get that big rope out of my face."
You know what I do like about Super Sentai is that they always have the Red Rangers, like, check the other one in. Like at the very end, I always thought that was pretty cool.
I like the. Which version are you talking about? Because they do 2 versions of it. They do the in-episode version.
I know the one that's like
it's all
like
black
a black
screen.
background.
Yeah, that's
like
the yeah.
I wish the US did that.
That's so. It's such a
I don't know
nice,
why I think it's such a nice little. Oh, that's dope.
It's a nice tribute.
Shin Kamen.
That they do to pass off.
Oh my goodness, this is blowing me off. Ooh, I mean,
but Shin Kamen Rider Reverse.
I'm gonna have to edit that out.
It's
pissing me off. That's what I meant to say.
This man is Nick A30. This man is family friendly.
So what does Shin mean? Because I see Shin Godzilla, Shin Ultraman, Shin Kamen Rider. Oh, I guess that does make sense.
Yeah. It's just how they're naming it. Like they want to keep it separated for more of a darker tone with it.
Translate.
Shin is it's from the studio if I recall.
Japanese.
But But these movies are a bit darker compared to their like original counterpart. With it being like the
Yeah, what does it mean?
it's just part of like the studio name.
No, I know, but what does shin mean? This won't load, which is
Hideki Anno is produced
Shin
the
Kamen
thing.
writer.
Amazon Prime is gonna have it. So excited for that. But
So do you think that they're gonna do like?
I don't think they're gonna do the continuation of every writer as a Shin writer.
Oh, it's not on here.
But what I do appreciate, even
that's
in like
crazy.
their shows,
Oh, but Shin Godzilla's old.
yeah, Shin Godzilla's old.
It's from 2016.
I think the one before this one is Shin Ultraman.
Yeah, it's from 2020.
Yeah, but stuff like that. I mean, Shin Godzilla had a more darker tone to it. Even the way he looked compared to his previous Godzilla forms, it was very creepy.
What the hell is Team Knight Rider?
Team Knight Rider?
Yeah.
Wasn't that the one with the car?
No, I know the Knight Rider show, but I
Uh-huh.
didn't know what what's.
He's a teenager.
I do remember when they tried to reboot it with the Mustang.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll check it out.
But I mean, it's a good. This one's supposed to be a bit darker. It's supposed to be some more narrative. I think.
Ah, that hurt.
Oof! Did you hit your table or you just get it?
No, I just popped my knee.
You gotta pop it and lock it, bro.
My body doesn't move that way.
You gotta be MVP and be like. But
Alright, okay,
Shin
so-
Kamen Rider is a good. I mean, it's a good tribute to its original show,
Mhm.
like Kamen Rider 1 and 2. And I want you to watch it because it's like this. I mean, technically, this you've never seen like a Japanese film, right?
I have.
But like Super Sentai related, like
Yeah.
which one?
Like the Power Ranger ones.
The actual movie ones?
Like the Sentai ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I read them, Jones. Read the subtitles. Seen them on YouTube. Back in the days.
yeah. But this one has a more of a darker tone to it.
I mean, Super Sentai is already darker than the Power
Yeah,
Ranger
no, but I
versions,
mean,
you know what I mean?
this is the first time we actually seen
Like,
like
people actually
on
die.
skill, on-screen death.
Come on, man. We've seen on-screen deaths with Sentai. With Zoo Ranger, the Green Ranger, he dies.
Yeah, no, but no, I mean like, yeah, but he dies like, oh, in my arms type. No, I mean like,
There wasn't. I don't remember if it was Time Force, the Japanese version of Time Force, or one of them dudes got demolished. I said, "Damn."
nah, but in this one,
And this is a kid show.
yeah, they do a lot of that. But in this one, I saw the trailer for, and even in the trailer they show it, where he just like Ryder punches the goons
Mhm.
and just heads explodes.
Damn.
Like that's what I mean by like.
But is it like gory explode or like poof, firework explode? Like
No, it's gory explode. They took
Like
away.
Sentai.
They took away the fireworks. He's just like he
like
does.
eyeballs, like
Yeah,
like the boys type.
It's like the boys, but it's not that extreme.
It's a little more tamed.
It's tame. It's like he punches two of them at the same time, and I hear the pew, and it's like
The what?
like a little sound effect.
Do it again.
Nah, I'm not doing it again because you're laughing.
He
at
said
it.
that. I'll check it out.
It's a good one, and you get to see both writers too. That's the part I was not expecting it. For them to have, because they're both together. Ichigo and Ningo have always been like that dynamic duo, you could say, for the Kamen Riders.
Mm.
But for this movie, I thought they were gonna just focus on Ichigo, the first one.
Mm-hmm.
But they're doing both of them. Like they're both writers on the same, and they look the same too. There's only like a few small differences, and you could tell. And it's mostly like they have the same helmet. It's just the body is different.
Yeah, man. When you were like, "There's two different ones," I was like, "No, it's the same one."
No.
You're like, "No, it's two different ones." And I like went in and I was like,
The stripes.
"Oh, it's like it's the helmet that threw me off because
Mhm.
they're both the exact same thing."
It's the stripes and the in the original one, it's the Ichigo has 2 stripes on his bodysuit. Ningo only has 1, and he has red gloves.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
And then Ichigo has white gloves. Kamen Riders 1 and 2. You know what else is on?
What?
Well, at least on Crunchyroll, Dragon Ball Superhero.
It's just too much for me to keep up with.
But you know, Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 from that video are based off of Kamen Riders 1 and 2. Ichigo and Ningo. Kamen Rider. The bells.
So which one is this one? Because they only have one for sale right now.
That's the first one. That's Ichigo. Ningo hasn't been released.
Or announced.
I hope they do at some point. And I wonder if that...
180 is not bad. And then the bike, I don't even know how much the bike is.
I'm definitely going to get the bike because that's like the first time.
Oh, and his hair is like poking out from underneath the helmet?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't mind it. It was pretty cool because
he has like a leather jacket.
He has a leather jacket. Yeah.
That's funny.
Because he's trying to hide his body.
I can't deal with the high heel boots.
Let him be tall, bro. Let him be tall.
Oh, man.
He needs the support so when he jumps up in the air and does his rider kick.
Rider kick. That probably sound like that.
I like the little whistle thing effect that they do. Yeah. Because it's the wind. And then you go...
I'm not going to lie. I feel like I'm going to be watching the movie like this. I'm like... Bro, I really gotta watch this.
Yeah, that's how I was when I was watching Picard. You can be the exact same. You're like, damn,
you damn
Kamen
liar.
Rider is gonna be that good. I'm like, yeah, bro, you gotta watch this and this one. Then you're gonna go watch it. Like, whoa, this is better than Power Rangers. I'm like, yeah, it is. It's always been better.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, you're mistaken.
I'd be like, you want to see the episode where Kamen Rider DK just destroys every ranger?
Damn, the bike is 230.
The bike better transform.
And the figure, it's 180. I mean, these are still... It's licensed and it's still cheaper than Hot Toys.
Definitely.
Did Hot Toys put up the what is it, Black Sun Rider? Or what is it called?
The Black Sun.
I don't think they put that up for pre-order yet. I
He
think they
looks
just
like a
teased
roach. I hate that, bro. He looks like
hideous.
a roach.
It's pretty ugly.
I don't know.
There are some rider costumes that look pretty cool.
There are
some that I'm like, this looks dumb.
They don't, because Black Sun, Shin, and Amazons are marketed towards more like the adult fans, like the older fans. Amazons was the first one. Amazing. It got 2 seasons. Really amazing show. Good narrative. Good story. It made sense. The costumes were similar to the...
Man, I want that Supergirl.
But she's not real.
Neither's Kamen Rider.
No, but I mean, like, it's like she's not like real. You know what I mean? Like, everything's fake. They don't match what she looks like. That's not real.
Anyway, you were saying, where is this? Oh, here it is. So they're doing 2 of them.
Yeah, Ichigo and Ningo. And I wonder if they're gonna do more.
No, I'm talking about the Black Sun.
Yeah, because either Black Sun and what is this man's name? White Moon.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie.
They look like cockroaches.
They do look like roaches. They're hideous.
I hate it.
But I bet you Hot Toys is gonna kill it.
Yeah.
Not taking away from 3-0. I love 3-0's Transformer stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And their Power Ranger figures were pretty dope, even though I returned them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were good for what they were for like $100 each. They weren't bad. But I feel like if Hot Toys gets into the Shin Kamen Rider, they're gonna knock it out the park.
I think so too.
Because the way these things look, as hideous as the costumes itself look, if these are the figures, they did a great job. Like there's even like illumination on in between like the ankles and the belt and the wrist.
I saw the photos on it and I was
eyes.
just like, yo, why'd it have to be this one?
It looked like...
Yeah. It looks great. It's just they chose the shittiest ones. They chose the worst ones.
Yeah, these are ugly.
They chose the worst. Like,
you know what? I'm going to look up all the Kamen Rider costumes. Kamen Rider.
They're all good.
Costume.
And you can't change my mind.
No, I don't want to buy it. I want to look at it.
Okay, I lied. Kamen Rider ZO, aka Kamen Rider Rolex, looks like hot garbage.
Rolex.
Like when you see him, you'll see, oh, that's a Rolex.
No, I'm gonna look up all Kamen Rider. This is where we probably lost one of our 4 listeners.
No, it's okay. They can go back. They got lost because they're going.
Damn, there's a whole bunch of different Kamen Riders.
Can I name them all? It's like 1, 2,
Hell
V3.
no, bro. There's like 200 something.
No, it's not.
I'm looking at it right now.
That's probably their different forms, but it's like the same one.
Goodness.
Because, like, for example...
Oh, so Kamen Rider Sun is before Shin Kamen Rider?
Technically, yes, but they're like...
What's Kamen Rider Outsiders?
We're going to talk about that one.
Why?
We're going to talk about that one. That one's weird.
I want to see the costumes. So the first one is the first Kamen Rider.
Mm-hmm.
And Shin Kamen Rider is an homage to that one.
Yes, to the homage to the first 2. Ichigo and Ingo. And we get introduced to the main big bad villain, Shocker.
I'm trying to see. I wish we had... This is when I wish we did video. All Kamen Rider outfits.
I mean, but Kamen Rider... what is this thing called?
There are secondary Kamen Riders?
Yeah. Like their sidekick.
That's too much.
Because they have different eras. They have the Showa era, the Heisei era, and the Neo Heisei era. And then right now we're currently in the Risawa era. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Hold on, I want to see if I can put it up on here so you can see it too.
They have really good
display.
I mean, if you want to get into Kamen Rider, a good show to watch that's funny, it works. Kamen Rider Drive, I think. It's a funny show, but that's Ichigo.
Bet. There we go. Technology, baby.
Technology.
So this is the first one.
Yes. So in his show, we see a lot of...
It looks hella old.
Yeah.
This is what, from the 70s?
Mm-hmm.
Or the 60s?
70s.
What's older? Kamen Rider or like the Sentai, like Power Ranger stuff?
Sentai, I think, came out first. But it's only by like a year or 2.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's very close. Like, technically, that's their logo. That's Ningo. There's 2. So you see the only difference is like the 1 stripe and then the 2
and
red.
Gloves.
The gloves. The crimson glove.
Ooh, what's that?
V3. So he has the combination of both of them.
Skipping that.
Rider
oh my
Man.
Goodness. Mouth exposed.
He's my least favorite one. And he's a good story. X. Amazon. That's the original Amazon outfit.
Oh, hideous.
Stronger Man.
That's dumb.
Sky Rider.
God, these are awful.
You don't like Super One? I like Super One.
No.
Cross. And then you have
this is my jam here.
Black Sun.
Yeah, this is my jam. Because this is what I remember them as. This was like the Mask Rider.
Yeah, and then Black RX.
That's the one.
Yeah, Black RX.
Mm-hmm.
And then Shin.
Looks like a cell.
And then Zio. And Joker.
Dang, you know them though.
Kuga.
This one looks familiar. SH Figures made this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it looks familiar.
Agito.
Wow.
Ryuki. That's the one that Ryuki's the one that got
with the dragon, right?
With the Dragon Rider that came that the Americans made their own version of it.
Mm-hmm.
Fies. He's getting a reboot movie with the original cast. Blade. Hibiki.
That's ugly.
Really? I like Hibiki. Kabuto.
Some of these are whack.
Deno.
I don't like
Trains. Kiva. Decade.
That one's okay. It looks like a
W.
big ass barcode.
O's.
You talked about that one before.
Fours.
And that one too.
Wizard.
I like that one.
Gaiam.
Nope. Pass.
Drive.
Pass.
Ghost.
Kind of cool.
X-Aid.
I hate that one.
But he plays Super Mario Brothers.
I hate it. Can't stand it.
Build. Rolex.
Like the watch?
No, it's his name is Kamen.
I like this one.
Have you seen this one?
No.
You should watch this one. I think you'll like this series.
Why?
It has a little bit of everything. Like story wise, it's like.
You know why I like this one? Because it's asymmetrical.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like the other ones. It's just too much going on.
01, that's what he's called. Blade.
I don't like that.
Look at the transformation add parts to it. What's his name?
Awful.
Revice. And then Vice.
And then there's the secondary writers.
Yeah.
No image.
G3.
It looks like Beetleborg.
So they only added secondary writers to the
That one's cool.
the Hensei. So like they match. Train guy, Ixa,
There's
DN,
so many.
XL, Meteor, Beast, Baron,
So
Mach,
I'm just going through. This one's cool.
Spectre, Brave, Cross Z. That's the one from the other one. Go back. From the 01 that you were saying asymmetrical.
Mm-hmm.
That's his secondary writer.
This one?
No, the blue one.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's his secondary writer. Saber, that guy.
The hell is this?
The Goons.
Like bad guys?
Yeah. So what they did was Kamen Rider was basically supposed to be.
So these are villains.
These are all villains / potential allies at some point, but they're mostly villains.
Didn't I send you an image of like a female Kamen Rider?
Yeah.
The first one I had ever seen.
Yeah.
Her outfit was tight.
Yeah, they have 3. No, they have more. They did a whole special about it. They had their own movie. All girls. Those are all hibikis. They're all demons. Or onis. And then that's Kabuto, Dragonfly, Stinger. Dark Kabuto. I mean, yeah.
Yo, how do you like come up with these and not be repetitive? What was that?
That was one of the I can't remember what he's called, but he's in like a lot of Japanese cultures.
That's funny.
Abyss, Akivarata.
There's a female one, right?
Yeah, that's one of them.
That's not the one I sent you.
No, the other one was the peacock.
I haven't scrolled past that one yet, right?
Yeah, you passed that already.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh.
But they have another one. They have like 2 more, I think.
You know what's wild? It's probably a dude in a suit.
Yeah.
I was like, ew. When I learned that when I was younger,
Uh-huh.
it's like, that's wrong, man. That's just wrong.
And then he'd be doing all the like dances as the girl, but it's actually a guy.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just when you're younger, you're like checking them out, and then you find out there's actually a dude.
That's a girl.
Like,
The pink one was a girl.
it's just like a bad version of the other one.
Yeah, so that's the president of the company.
Oh my god,
That's a girl too.
The sculpted helmet. I can't.
Sniper.
There's so many.
But these are like the third writers. That's another one. The girl with the cloak. She's a part of it.
That's enough of that.
The 01, the one that was the cheetah, she was part of that one.
Oh, okay. Where are we on time? We're at an hour. All right.
Watch
I
Kamen Rider.
think we can wrap it there.
Watch 01. It's on
I'll watch it. I'll give it.
Tubi
I'll give it a chance.
for free.
No, I'll watch the movie.
Watch the show. I watched 2 Star Trek things.
Oh, come on, man.
You gotta read it, bruh. Read.
You didn't have to read on what you had to watch. It was all in English.
My brain was hurting. I was like, what do you mean? Why is this happening? Who is this happening? Who are these people?
Oh my god.
Why is this man made out of goop? What is going on? Why did he die and not come back? Why can't we ask that question to them?
Stupid. We're gonna end it there. For our 4 listeners, if you're still here, I'm sorry, but also thank you. We appreciate you.
We
and if we
really
don't have any
do.
listeners, we're still gonna make these.
Yeah, that's true. Very true.
All right, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.